Hi, this is Lisa Marie Nicole, and this is Rockin' for God. Let's rock, let's rock, let's rock, let's rock, let's rock. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the award-winning Rockin' for God podcast. I am your host, Christian recording artist Lisa Marie Nicole. Today is Sunday, June 7th, and is also Corpus Christi, the most holy body and blood of Christ. Today's gospel is from John 6:51 through 58. Jesus said, "I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Anyone that eats of this bread will live forever. Truly, truly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life within you. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day." When Jesus says, "eats my flesh and drink my blood," he is speaking literally and sacramentally. If he were speaking metaphorically or figuratively, his words would echo a Hebrew idiom where consuming flesh and blood refers to the brutalities of war. Drink his blood. Drinking the blood of animals is forbidden under the Old Covenant. To do so is to consume life. Jesus' injunction does not fall under these prohibitions. The life he imparts is not natural, but supernatural. It does not pull us down to the level of animals. It elevates us to become sharers in his divine nature. I believe in the true presence of Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. When I attend Mass and communion and go to adoration, I submerge myself in his grace and glory while I am in his presence. It is a shame that so many Catholics around the world do not believe in the true presence. And I pray for them to believe what they are receiving. It is not just a host, but the body of Jesus Christ, our Savior. At the end of today's show, I will play my number one song, Resurrection and the Life. Since this is June and the month of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which I am wearing right now, I will also recite the prayer to his Sacred Heart for the consecration of the United States that the bishops will be doing on June 11th. My guest today is Christian singer-songwriter Mike Wilhoit. I will speak to him about his life as a Christian artist and also the O'Hare Dogs of the Week. And we will be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rockin' for God. If you are just joining me, you're coming back, or if you're joining me for the first time, I want to welcome you to my show, and thank you so much for joining me. And you can watch this show every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on Facebook, Lisa Marie Nicole Music, and YouTube, Lisa M. Nicole. I try to ask everybody to please watch this on YouTube because it's easier for everyone to be on the same platform. Plus, Facebook deletes all of live shows after 30 days. So try to share the YouTube link if you're going to share this, so that way everybody can watch this indefinitely if they'd like to. And real quick, I just want to let everybody know, next weekend, I am releasing my song, American Soldier. It will be released on the 14th, which is Sunday. The 15th, my album will be out, Rockin' with Jesus, and that song will be on the album. I will have physical copies of those. If you would like one, please go to my website, lisamarinicole.com. If you're on Facebook Messenger, you can message me also. They're going to go quick, so if you'd like one, you can go right on my website and get one, or like I said, you can pre-order one, ask me, message me, and I will save you one. So that's going to be for next weekend, and I will release that song live on next week's show. at 6 p.m., I will release American Soldier live on the show. I know my buddy Floyd is on here right now. I saw him. And wait till you hear this song that we both did. It's incredible. I am so proud of it. And I thank him so much for working with this song with me. So we'll get to that later on. I want to get my guest on right now and we'll talk to him. Sorry. Hello, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
To everyone. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Everybody know who you are and where you're from, please.
I'm Mike Wilhoit. I live in Dothan, Alabama, down in the southeast corner. I've been here since '84, but I grew up in East Tennessee and had 6 years in the Navy, and then I ended up here. There's a nuclear plant real close, and that's where I ended up working. So I've been there ever since.
Okay. So I know we were talking a little bit about the show. I love Alabama. It's one of my favorite states. And who knows, I might wind up there one day.
Yeah.
I know I was there and I drove. Florida's beautiful too, but Alabama is too. I mean, when I went up there and drove through the country, it was so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's a lot hotter here than it is there, right?
Well, it's pretty warm here too.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know it's hot there too.
We're almost Florida.
Yeah, you're close. You're probably not that far from me driving wise.
Probably.
I mean, I'm in Central.
Uh-huh.
So you're probably not too far.
About 6 hours, probably.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, because Georgia's right there. And it doesn't take me long to drive to the border of Georgia either, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's not long.
Right.
But so thank you for coming on again. I really appreciate you being a guest. And thank you, Floyd, for recommending him to come on. And so how long have you been a songwriter?
Well, probably since I was about 17, but it was country music back then that I wrote all the way up to probably 32 years old. And that's when I became a Christian at 32. So I had probably 250 country songs before when I became a Christian. I didn't even know that this would happen, but about 6 months later, I started writing Christian songs, and that's all I've had since then.
So you started writing country music when you were a kid, when you were younger?
Teens. Yeah.
Did you, did you always want to be a songwriter at that age, or did you write other things or just songs?
It probably started about 17 when I started writing the songs. And then I went into the Navy at 18. And I had a lot of time to think out at sea, and I wrote most of my country songs there. And then I got out in '84, so I came here. So I had like 8 years. I wrote some more while I was here.
Well, that's a good place to play. That's a good place to write music.
That's my base. That's where I started out with country and Elvis and the Eagles.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love the Eagles. They're one of my favorites. I love Don Henley and Joe Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap. I saw them live twice, and he's incredible on the guitar live.
Well, I'm old enough to say that I saw Elvis twice.
All right. I'm not old enough to say that. But I'm named Lisa Marie, so close enough.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Elvis too. A lot of people don't know that Elvis did a lot of gospel music.
Yeah. He sure did.
And he was great with that, with that type of music. But yeah, I remember my mother playing when I was a little kid. I remember her playing Elvis, and I used to listen to it all the time. So I grew up with all of that music too. Yeah, that's great. So country music is basically like telling a story, right? Mm-hmm. I know because it's funny because before I got into the music industry, I only liked a few country songs. I really didn't know too much about country. I mean, I'm a city girl, that's a good song right there. But I really didn't know too much about country. I knew, like I said, I knew some songs, but when I got into the music industry and started doing this and saw so many unbelievable country independent artists out there that are so good. I mean, they're incredible. And and I started understanding it more, and I started liking it more. So now I'm a country fan.
That's great.
And it's great. And I could be a city girl and still like country
Yeah,
music.
absolutely.
So I'm gonna change a little bit here and ask you a different question. So when did you decide to turn your life over to God? I know you mentioned that, but if you want to talk a little bit about your testimony.
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. Uh, when we moved here in Dothan in '84, my wife started going to church with my young son pretty much immediately. The people we bought the house from invited us to church, and I think I went the first time with them, and then that was it for me. I didn't want to. I didn't have the interest to go and get into that at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I always believed in God, I think, before that, but I just wasn't. We didn't grow up going to church, and I didn't want to here either. And then through the years, people from the church she was going to would come every once in a while and visit. And really and truly, all I wanted them to do was leave. I mean, we let them in and talk, but the whole time I'm just waiting for them to go because I just don't want to hear it. And then she had back then it was cassettes that were the thing, and
Oh, yeah.
she had a little cassette album of the Bible, and it was laying down there, in the rack by the TV, and it just said Holy Bible, and I saw it all the time, but for some reason, I decided I wanted to start listening to it, and then I didn't make it very far into the Gospels before I said there is something there's something to this, and I've got to straighten this out. And back then there was a guy named Jack Van Impe that had a TV show, preacher, and he had when I watched, and it was on heaven. He was talking about heaven, and then I was thinking, I just don't want to miss all this. And so I said, would you have the preacher come by and talk? I asked to be visited.
Mm-hmm.
He came and talked to me, and that it was like a Thursday morning, and it was bad weather that day, but he came anyway, and that's the morning I gave my life to the Lord, and I've been in the Word. I don't know the day since then, and that was November 12th of '92. I don't know of a day that I haven't been in the Word, because that's how I start my day, and so that's how it all started.
That's great. Do you go to church now?
Oh yeah.
With your family?
Now I work I'm a plant operator at the nuclear plants. I've been there for almost 42 years, and so I work a rotating 12-hour schedule. So there's a lot of Sundays I can't make, but
Mm-hmm.
like today I was there, and I run the sound when I'm there. So I miss probably as much as I get to go to.
But that's okay, because I'm sure you can go. I mean, if you can't make it because you're working, I'm sure there's other services you can attend, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. And
And I listen to a lot of sermons driving back and forth to work, and so I mean, I still get fed the Word every day.
well, one thing that's great is you can pray all day long, and you never have to wait for God. He doesn't put you on hold, and he doesn't say, I'm too busy. You can always pray to God, no matter when any time of day, whenever you need him, all day long, and you can always, have a personal relationship with Jesus. You talk to him whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I love about it, is that he's always there, always listens, never shuts you out like people do.
Mm-hmm. We just got to be willing to take the time to be still and know it.
That's right.
And that's where that's where my songs come from.
Yeah.
Like the being still part.
So do you notice, what difference do you notice in yourself before you were saved and now that you are?
Well, probably the language part was probably I was a Navy guy, so I could dress like a sailor. I could. And On rare occasions, some stuff will still come out, but for the most part, you know, everywhere you go, the language is pretty bad right now. But I'm not even tempted for the most part to join in on any of that. And I try to know that I am God's representative and I'm with Him all the time. And I hopefully they'll see a little bit of that.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm from Jersey, so you're not telling me anything. You know how hard it is sometimes. I mean, you really gotta bite your tongue, or you gotta really just pray, or somebody cuts you off in traffic or something.
Mhm.
It's like, please say the Our Father or something.
Uh-huh.
Just get me through this. I understand, believe me. But the way everything is, it's hard, but we're human beings, and we fall, but that's what He's there for, and that's what Jesus died on the cross for us, for world sinners.
We're not going to be perfect right now, but
Of course,
doesn't keep us from trying.
that's right. Well, we'll never be perfect. Only He is. So we'll do the best we can while we're here, right?
That's right.
And so I'm going to play your first song. I'm going to play On the Road of the Few. Is that it?
Right. That's it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to play this one, and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Here it is.
There was a narrow gate where you turned on this road. You've walked many miles since then, with some more to go. And I know there are times you think you'd like to quit, but you pray for strength from above. Take another step and then you keep walking on the road of the few. You keep listening to the still small voice who talks to you, talks to you. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, whether skies are gray or blue, you keep walking on the road of the few. You keep walking on the road of the few. Every once in a while you'll have company on this road. This road, this road, this road. You will lean on each other and talk of the friends you know. The one who'll be there every step until the end. You just trust him to get you there. Take another step and then you keep walking on the road of the few. You keep listening to the still small voice who talks to you. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, whether skies are gray or blue, you keep walking on the road of the few. You keep walking on the road of the whether it goes up, whether it goes down, whether skies are gray or blue, you keep walking on the road of the few. You keep walking on the road of the few.
Great song. I love that guitar.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Did you play that?
Absolutely not.
To me, the same thing. Did you play it? No, not really.
I can play acoustic
Me
with
too.
a guitar. That's as far as I get.
Yeah, Floyd said it's got an REM feel. I was going to say that. It's true. So what's the story behind that song?
Well, I mean, I've got several songs that lean down, go down that road, or that take that theme. It's just reading, like in the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus talks about, narrows the gate and narrows the way. I don't remember exactly how it goes. I'm not good at remembering the verses, but there's just an awful lot about in there that makes you think that the road is a lot narrower than we give it credit for. And I know we can't do anything to be saved other than put our faith in Jesus, but he talks an awful lot about that, the narrowness of it. And I feel for the part of the world that walks the broad road, and it is way more than the narrow path. So I go down that road quite a bit, because I don't want people to just think they can say a prayer and they're good to go. I mean, there's got to be a life change, and you've got to put your faith in God. But I just want them to take a look at their heart and make sure they're not just playing at this, and that they really did put their faith in, and they were born again. It did make a change in their lives.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the lyrics are good. And yeah, it's true. Once you have a personal relationship with God, with Jesus, you have to have a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
You can't.
And the songs are very evangelistic. Most of my songs are evangelistic, or trying to give people that listen to them something to think about it and grow from, and be able to use it in their lives, and it draws them closer to the Lord.
That's great. I wanted to ask you, I know you're friends with Floyd, as I am.
Yeah,
and,
several years.
Yeah, that's great. And you guys work on music together?
We not a whole lot, but we do have one song, and it probably gets listened to more on my channels than any of the others. It's called "I Am Blessed," and that's the only one that we wrote together. And he had sent us, the little group I'm in, a video of him just singing the chorus, or the verse, what I ended up using as a verse in that song, "I Am Blessed." And then I wrote the chorus, and I put them together, and then I recorded them here in my little home studio, and it gets listened to probably more than anything. But And
I got to hear it. I haven't
I
heard
ended
it. I
up
don't think
doing
I have.
a little mini, like a 5-song EP of Floyd's songs that I put my spin on them, and that
Yeah.
song's there also.
It's great to collaborate with other artists, isn't it?
Songwriter, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's great. I mean, I started doing that, and it gets me out of my comfort zone also. When I started doing this with Floyd, to get into Southern rock and stuff that I never did. I mean, he was like, I was like, I don't know if I could do this. He's like, I know you can. So I was like, he had the confidence I didn't have. So
He's a machine.
he's great. He's great. He's got a great voice, and his lyrics and everything he writes is just incredible. And he's
got
a great
one called Heaven's Door that I do on that EP.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I've told my wife I would just love to have that played at my funeral. I don't want to get more on you, but it is that good. It's that good of a song.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So I want to ask you, how has your faith in God helped you in the music industry as a Christian singer-songwriter?
Well, I pretty much fly solo. I don't have any big network to get my songs out there. I pray that one day, the Lord will open up bigger avenues, because I feel like the songs could be used on a wider scale. But it's pretty much just me and my home studio, and
Yeah.
I'll play them at church every once in a while, but that's the mostly what it's mostly it takes a long time to record these songs, as you know. So and I've got a 19-month-old grandson now that's getting most of our time, and between him and the work, I'm really not getting this. I'm going to have to retire to be able to get some more work done, which I'm hoping to do the end of this year.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
How long you said? How long have you been working in nuclear? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I did that in the Navy. I was in the nuclear power part. I was on an aircraft carrier in the Navy, and so that was what got me the job where I'm at now at the nuclear plant. It's close to here, and I've been there since, I think I had like 40 days off between the Navy and when I went to work there.
Wow. What do you do nuclear in the Navy?
In the Navy, well, I mean, the aircraft, the aircraft carriers and submarines are powered.
Oh yeah, that's right.
From nuclear power. So
that's right.
I was actually in the machinery room, but it was of a nuclear aircraft. You have to go through all the nuclear power school and prototype.
Oh my God,
that's
a lot. You didn't wind up with any.
I'm 66 now, and I want to get out of school, because I have not got out of school. The Navy tests you every time you turn around, and out here, they really test you every time you turn around. So I'm ready to get out of school.
That's great. But I can't believe you've been in that field forever then.
I have. We got 42 years here and 6 in the Navy. It's 48 years.
Wow, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your service, by the way.
Thank you.
So let me play your other song right now before it gets too late. Rain fell, floods came, winds blew. That's a long title.
Yeah, I was thinking I sent another one, but yeah, that is the one I sent you. Yep.
Okay, we'll play that one. I'll be right back.
Jesus once talked about 2 men who had listened to what he said. The wise man put it to practice. The fool just ignored him instead. Jesus likened them to builders of a house. This is what he said. The wise man built his house on the rock. The fool built his house on sand. Jesus said, rain fell, floods came, winds blew. The house that was built on the rock stood strong and true. Rain fell, floods came, winds blew. The house on the sand came down all around a fool. Still all of these years later, the words of the Lord ring true. You can hide them deep in your heart and do what He wants you to do. Or you can choose to ignore His words at your peril. Pretend like you don't know. Lay back in your house on the sand and wait for the wind to blow. But just remember, rain fell, floods came, winds blew. The house that was built on the rock stood strong and true. Rain fell, floods came, winds blew. The house on the sand came down all around a fool. Rain fell, floods came, winds blew. The house that was built on the rock stood strong and true. Rain fell, floods came, winds blew. The house on the sand came down all around a fool. The house on the sand came down all around a fool.
That's cool. That's got a really good beat to it. I like it.
Yeah,
It's like when it
another
does
harmony
tap
song.
songs.
And that one showed more of the country roots.
Oh yeah. You can hear that definitely. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like country. So what's that? Where'd you get the inspiration for that
Well,
one?
that one was straight out of Matthew 7, the
Yeah.
closing part of the Sermon on the Mount.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is pretty much saying, you can build on sand, but it's not going to work out well for you. You need to build on the rock, which is
That's true. That's good though. I'd like to hear some more of your music. I'll check it out.
yeah.
What message are you trying to convey in your songs when you write your music?
I think first evangelistic part of it. I mean, you've got to be saved. You have to be born again, put your faith in Him. And a big portion of them are that. And then the other part is just the songs about the walk, just the walk with Him and the struggles that we all are going to have. And just hopefully that there'll just be songs that will strengthen people in their walk.
Yeah, that's true. It's yeah, I mean, it's Christian singer-songwriters, and that's basically what you aim for, is to, help people get
And
through
I
life.
try to not be I try to be deep with the songs. I don't most of them aren't surface level. They're fairly challenging, and I'm trying to get us above a superficial walk with the Lord,
Mhm.
which I'm continually working on myself.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah,
We will till
right.
we see him.
We'll get there.
Till we get there. That's the
Mhm.
whole, that's the whole point of it basically is
It
to
is.
get there.
It is.
Um, we just gotta keep praying, live the life we're supposed to be living,
Mhm.
and live for him, not for this world.
Right.
Um, what, let me see. So what are your plans for the rest of the year? Do you have any plans? Do you have any new music, any albums, any
Well,
collaborations,
I put
shows?
out the album a little bit earlier this year. It's called Favorites, and it's 33 songs. I think I picked 33.
Wow.
That's how many years Jesus lived, was on earth. But it's just, I've got like 10 albums. I don't know exactly how many there are, and I've got about that many to go that I've got to get retired so I can work on. But it's pretty much the pick of the litter of those albums. A couple of Floyd's, the I Am Blessed song that me and Floyd wrote, and then the Heaven's Door song that I also mentioned. Both those are on it, but then everything else is, there is one more song called A Daughter and Her Dad that I co-wrote with a lady from around here. But other than that, the other 20 or other 30 songs, I pretty much wrote all those.
So you wrote all the rest of the songs by
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah.
That's good. That's good. Do you, I know like me, I get a lot of inspiration through a lot of things in my life, but most of the times it's the Holy Spirit that comes to me and speaks to me about certain things that I guess he wants me to put out to help people in the world today and bring them to God.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what kind of how do you get your inspiration too? Do
It
you get it?
it's all from the quiet time, and then I've got a 30-minute drive each way to work, so I've listened to a ton of sermons going back and forth
Mhm.
to work. The sermons and quiet time, and then just getting alone and letting all that percolate to the top, and the songs just sort of just come.
You have anything right now you're working on? Like a
No,
new song?
I'm
No?
actually just trying to get where I've got 4 songs done on the next album, and I'm just trying to get the time to
Yeah.
figure it out, but it's gonna be like 11 or 12 song album, so it's not looking like I'm gonna get finished this year, but if I can retire at the end of the year, even with my grandson 2 days a week, I'll be able to get some stuff done.
Is that what you're shooting for? You're gonna
I
retire this year?
I want it, yeah, the first week of January, I would like to go
Oh,
ahead
good for you.
and get up, and then I'm gonna get, if the Lord lets me make it that long, that should be my golden window to get some stuff done.
Yeah, that's what people say. When I retire, I could do everything, and then when you're retired, you do more than you do
I
when
know.
you're working.
I've got to make it happen. I'm pretty diligent when I set my mind to something. So
Well, one thing that's good is you won't have
I'm
to get up
healthy
for
enough. It's
work
gonna
anymore,
happen. Right.
right? You
Uh-huh.
won't have to get up anymore, so you could basically do you work
Well,
long hours with
I'm
this
a
job?
morning person anyway. Even on my off time, I get up at 4 o'clock, 4:30. But that's
Yeah.
the beauty of the quiet time, that my wife's not up yet, and that's just a wonderful time for me to have the quiet time, read the Bible,
Well,
and
you have more
I love
prayer
the
time.
old people, what I call the old guys too, the Spurgeons, and G. Campbell Morgan, and all those past great.
Mhm. You'll have more prayer time for yourself also.
Yes.
When, well, I'm sure you have a lot of that on back and forth to work and everything, but that's going to be rough to be doing that for over 40 years, right?
Yeah.
And just not do it
I've
anymore.
been there for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah,
It will
that's a
be,
long time.
but it's time. They say you'll know when it's time, and I'm starting to know it pretty strong. So
Yeah, and then you have time with your family, time to write more stuff and
yeah,
go to church, pray, whatever. There's a
I
lot of
have
things you
this
can do with your life.
like I do now. Mhm.
I'll bring my guitar. That's what Floyd said.
Yeah, come on, Floyd.
A lot of people like your
I
music.
want to go see him. He lives in Denham Springs, Louisiana, and I've got to get over there and see him. I can make that happen if I can get retired.
Yeah, you ever get anything, you ever get any gigs up there from me, let me know. I'll drive up there, meet you.
Okay.
We can have a jam, a Christian jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louisiana is another place. That's another nice place.
Yeah.
I've been there one time, I think, but not. But there's so many beautiful country. That's what I love about doing this. There's so many different states within our country that are so beautiful,
Right.
and you don't even need to leave the United States to go to a
No.
beautiful state. They're all beautiful in one way or another, all created by the hand of God. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
And I'll get there one day. I mean, I still, there's some places I haven't been yet. I want to go to Montana. I like to see Montana. I like to see the Dakotas. I mean, I know it's cold, but it's all beautiful places I just like to go to one day, just to see it, to visit. Is there any place you haven't been to that you like to go to?
I haven't been up towards your area up in the Northeast. That's about the only part of the country I haven't been in, between the Navy.
Where?
The Northeast, where you're from. The Northeast.
The Northeast.
I haven't been up in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, any of that.
You ain't missing nothing. Believe me. You're better off where you are.
Pretty stuff in Maine and upper New York, from what I've seen.
Oh, upstate New York is absolutely gorgeous, like Lake George and Plaza, or Lake George up there. Oh, me and my husband used to go up there a lot. It's beautiful up there in Lake George, like up all the way upstate.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, all the states are beautiful. They all have something. I mean, the thing is that with music, it depends on where you are too. Like where I am in Florida, there's nothing here. There's nothing live. Like there's no live shows. A lot of people don't do live music around here. You have to basically go out of the area. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you got to go far in order to get people interested in, like, especially Christian. Christian music is rough because it depends on the crowd. You have a lot of people. Some people aren't interested. Some people are. And, you mix it up. So do you do shows? Do you do any gigs or anything? No.
I'm pretty much in studio.
Stay home. Yeah.
I put it all out there, but I think that's why I write so much. So I tend to be on the introverted side. So I'm not a real get out and crowd type person, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
I want the songs out there. I think that's what makes me the songwriter musician that I am, though, is that
you got people out there that write music for everybody, and the millionaires. they don't even leave their house. They just write music for everybody. So I understand. So where can everybody find your music and follow you? I know you don't have to mention Facebook if you don't want, but anywhere else they can follow you?
Well, I don't know about follow, but I mean, all the songs are on, Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon. Pretty much every streaming service, they're there. I've got some videos on YouTube. If they'll just search for Mike Wilhoit, they'll find those.
Okay.
And
on YouTube,
everything's out there. It's just I don't have a specific site that's just me.
Yeah, I know.
They have to search for my name, but there's tons of stuff out there.
Okay. Were you stationed in Norfolk?
I actually lived there for 3 years.
My husband asked that.
I actually wanted to get back up that way when I got out of the Navy. There are some nuclear plants in Virginia, and that's where I wanted to go back to.
His brother was in the Navy. I think that's why he asked.
The only place that was hiring when I got out was where I am right now, and it has turned into home. I mean, we're not leaving here. It's home. But if I'd have had the option, I would have went to Virginia.
Jimmy, yeah. His brother-in-law was on the Kennedy. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Carl Vinson. I was actually pre-com on the Carl Vinson. So the first 2 years I was on it, we were in Newport News being built, and then it came across to Norfolk, and then
wow.
But I lived there for 3 years, and then we took the carrier around the world and ended up in Alameda, California. It took 8 months to get there, and then like 6 months later is when I got out.
How long were you on the ship for?
I was on the ship for just a little over 2 years, or I mean 4 years, because you're in school, and nuclear power, you're in school for almost 2 years.
Wow.
Between the nuclear power.
Put your time in for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve to retire. That's a lot.
But being in pre-com for a couple years saved me a lot of sea time. So I only had a couple years where I was out. But one of them was an 8-month world cruise, which is a long time to be away from home.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
It has for me. I appreciate you letting me be here.
Yes, thank you very much. I like your music. And thank you, Floyd, for telling me about Mike. And now I have another friend. See?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to pray for you for your retirement, that it works out okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Want to.
I'll be praying for you and all the ministry that you have going there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And yeah, good luck with everything and with your other album you're going to put out, and keep in touch.
For your listeners, if you would if you like any of it, just share it with your friends. That's all I can ask. That's about the only way I'm going to get this music out there is word of mouth and share.
Let's get the band together. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yes. I will post the links on this section where people can get your music and everything. But once again, thank you so much. Have a blessed week. Rest of your weekend.
You too.
You too. And good luck with everything.
Thanks very much.
Have a good night.
You too.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yes, I see what you're posting. I hope you guys enjoyed that show. I really did. And before I forget, I have to keep getting reminded about the dogs. I have to post the dogs that are available from O'Hare. And of course, this thing froze on me. Wonderful. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this to move now. Oh. Sometimes I have an issue with this thing freezing, so I'm actually not going to be able to show. But Open Hands Animal Rescue is the rescue that I'm with, and I show the dogs every week, but they have 2 Rottweilers, 5-year-old Roddy named Smiley. He's available for adoption. And I have 1-year-old Bella. She's available for adoption through Open Hands Animal Rescue. They are in Ocala, Florida. Providing the weather, they are having a flea market this Saturday coming up the 13th, and I am going to be performing there. So I am so excited about doing that to help the rescue animals. So if you're in Ocala, Florida, you can go on their website, because I don't know the exact address of the place, but you can go on openhandsanimalrescue.com, and you can follow them on Facebook, O'Hare, Open Hands Animal Rescue. And you can get the flyers posted on my page also of where this place is located on Saturday. So if you're in the Ocala area, you're local, or you're going to be visiting and you'd like to go visit them and make a donation, or at any time you can make a donation on their website. And they would really appreciate it, because they do a lot, not just in Florida. They will go all over also if they have to rescue dogs. So I will show the pictures again next week, although I've been showing them every week. It's just that this froze on me right now, so I can't do it. So before I go, I just want to let everybody know again, next week I have Catholic jazz artist Maria Eva Jacobs. She will be on next week, and after her show, at the end of her, she's an incredible artist. She's got #1 songs all over the place. She's got a beautiful voice, and I'm looking forward to having her on. She's a friend of mine. She will be on next week, but at the end of her show, I will release American Soldier, and I'll play the song at the end of the show. On the 21st, I have a Christian heavy metal rock band from Vegas. They will be coming on the 21st. And then on the 28th, I have another Christian artist, Lisa Carrie Marie, sort of like my name. She will be on the 28th, and that will end June. I also, the 21st is also Father's Day, so I might do something special for the fathers. I'm not sure yet, but I'll find out. I might have, what I want to do is I might have a trivia question, and just only dads are allowed to answer it. And if it's, I'll have something good that they can win for Father's Day if they answer the question right. And I still have 2 weeks available in August if you'd like to be on this show. I have the 23rd. It's the 23rd and the 30th. So if you want to be on my show, you want to come on and tell your testimony as to God helped you in your music career. If you're an author, you're in the military, you have a job that your life revolves around God, and you'd like to just tell your testimony as to how the Lord has inspired you and helped you. And you don't have to be an artist. If you are a record label, a manager, you have a radio station, a podcast, anything, come on and talk about your faith and whatever else you'd like to speak about. And I have those 2 days in August available right now. If you'd like to come on, send me a message on Messenger, or you can email me through my website, lisamarinacole.com, or you can even put it in the comments section if you're watching this, and I will contact you. So if you want to be on my show, put it in the comments sections at wherever you're watching this, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, and I will contact you to be on the show. Before I go, this month is the Sacred Heart of Jesus month. So what the bishops are going to consecrate the United States to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which is something very special, that I really think that hopefully if everybody opens their heart and their mind up in this country to Jesus and starts living their life, giving their life back to him, and to start living their life for him again, maybe he will heal this land for us. But it's all of us. We all have to do this together. It's not one of us, it's all of us. And he has to see all of us doing this. So we all need to pray for each other, and we all need to respect and love each other. We have to get back to doing that again. And I love everyone. And I just hope everyone out there can do this, because this is a real important month. It's also the month of my birthday, which is a blessing at the end of the month. But I have a prayer that I'm going to say that I got from my church, that is with the bishops for the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Everybody says this prayer. So I'm going to say this prayer, and then I'm going to play my song Resurrection of the Life to end this show. So I want to thank all you guys for coming on. And Resurrection of the Life is number one Christian rock song in Florida, and it's number 5 global. So this song is doing incredible everywhere. People are playing it all over, and I'm glad it's reaching so many people in the world that need to hear this song. And I really hope that people get this song and the album, because this is going to be on my album next week that comes out, Rockin' with Jesus. This song is on it. So I will play that at the end of the show, but I'm going to say this prayer real quick. It's Holy Spirit. Oh, most sacred heart of Jesus, you know the longings of our hearts, and you desire that we enjoy friendship with you. From your pierced side, you have poured out the wellspring of life from which we thirst. Your heart burns with the love for all people to return to the right relationship with you. We celebrate the abundant gifts you have given this nation, founded on the self-evident truths that our Creator has endowed all people with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We make reparation for the offenses against you and against human dignity that have taken place in this nation. May our hearts be united to yours so that our families and communities enjoy peace and happiness. May broken relationships be reconciled, injustices repaired, and the wounds of our land be healed. May your Holy Catholic Church serve as a sign pointing all people to your infinite love. O desire of nations and center of history, we ask you to bless this United States of America, who live and reign with God the Father in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God forever and ever. Amen. So I want to thank everyone again for coming on. Have a blessed rest of your week. Have a blessed rest of your day. And I will see you right here again. Don't forget, Sunday the 14th, I will have Maria Jacobs on. And here's my song, Resurrection to Life. Bye, everybody. God bless.
Of despair. Worldly powers can't touch one of their hairs. I am supernatural food.